Hey guys, it's your boy. Today we're gonna be looking at soldiers' weapons. Sorry for the bad background gameplay. I'm pretty bad at soldier. I don't play him too much. But nonetheless, let's go over the stock launcher. The stock launcher is pretty good. I don't use it because the original is way better, in my opinion. Like, it comes out through the middle, and it technically is different. But with the original you could rocket jump better, but with the stock launcher you could peek around corners, so it's kind of a trade-off. But I prefer the original since I like rocket jumping. But nonetheless, both weapons are pretty good weapons. They're not the best in my opinion, but yeah. Anyways, it's time for the direct hit. The direct hit is a pretty good weapon. It's, again, not the best, but it's still really nice to have. Like, it's way easier to hit your shots, but the trade-off is you have to hit your shots, or else it won't do any damage. So, I like this weapon. I usually use this weapon, but it isn't the best. Anyways, black box time. The black box, pretty nice. Definitely underrated. A lot of people hate it because you don't rely on your team for healing, but like, it's understandable, especially in pubs, because there's no medics in pubs. Yeah. It's definitely underrated, but I don't particularly like it. It's just underrated, and people shouldn't hate it that much. The rocket jumper, it's pretty ass in regular combat, but like, market gardening is really fun, and I recommend you try it out. I'm pretty bad at it, but I enjoy doing it, and yeah. Alright. Time for the Liberty Launcher. The Liberty Launcher is, I never use the Liberty Launcher anymore. I don't particularly like it, but it's not a particularly bad weapon. In fact, I enjoy using it. It's basically a discount direct hit. Some might even call it a crutch, but because you do less damage and you do get a faster bullet or rocket, I mean. So I guess you could consider it a crutch, but it's still fun to use. All right, Cow Mangler time. The Cow Mangler is the it's the best rocket launcher because it's basically a direct upgrade to stock. Like, you get a secondary projectile that disables sentries and inflicts burning. You could spam it, kind of. It's really nice overall. Before the buff, it was bad, but now it's really good, and it's one of my favorite soldier weapons. Still enjoy using the original more because I like rocket jumping, but this one's basically a direct upgrade. Anyways, Beggar's Bazooka time. This weapon is really weird. I don't use it a lot. I used to use it a lot, but it can output a ton of damage. It's like basically the force of nature, but for soldier weapons. It's really fun to use, but it's not exactly practical. Next up, Airstrike. Airstrike is very nice. I like this weapon a lot. You could do some really sick rocket jumps with it, with the ability to shoot rockets faster and have more rockets while in midair. You could do some insane stuff with it. But like, and like in regular use, like, it's it basically has no upside. But when you're when you're playing roamer, it's really good. Alright, secondary weapons times. Stock shotgun. Stock shotgun is nice. It can output 90 damage, but I don't really like shotguns on soldier because you could, just like with heavy, you could still output the same amount of damage with your rocket launcher. So like, unless the enemy is really close up in your face, which happens not a lot, unless they're trying to melee fight you, it's not great. And at medium range and long range, it does terrible damage. Well, medium range, it's okay, I guess. Alright, reserve shooter. The reserve shooter is good. It's not the best, but it's good. Compared to the stock shotgun, it's definitely better than the stock shotgun because it has a really nice upside. You can control rockets really nicely. The upside will really pay off because you'll do quite a bit more damage. Otherwise, like, if you're bad at handling rockets, it's a straight downgrade, but like, just don't use this weapon if you're not good at handling rockets. Alright, anyways, buff banner. I always get all the banners confused because I never use them. Let me just Google what the buff banner does. Buff banner wiki. The buff banner also knows the oh, so it's the one that emits the mini crits. In that case, this weapon is okay. It's not the best of the banners, but it's not the worst of the banners either. Alright, time for the gunboats. The gunboats is my favorite secondary because I like rocket jumping, but I also like using rockets as an actual weapon. So, I like the gunboats a lot. It's probably not the best, like, technically, but, like, for me, it's my best. Alright, battalion's backup time. The battalion's backup, I'm pretty sure that's the one that gives you crit resistance. Yeah, it is. The battalion's backup, the crit resistance is really nice, especially against fighting an enemy that relies on crits, like a sniper. Like, you know, like, it's especially good against bots, because you just charge it up, and, like, the bot can only do a maximum of 150 damage to you, which won't one-shot you, which is really nice. Alright, so, but in regular play, it's still pretty nice, especially, like, if there's an area with a ton of snipers, that, like, especially if there's a really good sniper on the other team, it's, really nice. The conch is, I think it's the best out of the banners, because it charges up really quickly, you get speed, you get passive regen. It's, all the effects are, like, really nice, and, you could get them really quickly, so I like the conch. It's the best banner in my opinion. But, anyways, it's Mangler's time. The Mangler's, it's only good on soldiers, honestly. But it's still fun to use on soldier, which is great. But, in regular play, this will, like, its upsides will almost never come into play. Because whenever you're roamer, you're going to be using the gunboats. And, like, the only time you'd be using it is when you're not roamer and you're not rocket jumping. But then its upside is completely useless. So then you're just gonna have to go Trollger. It's only good on Trollger. So the righteous, it's pretty bad, but pretty fun too to Goomba stop someone. The righteous bison, it's bad. I like using it though. That's all I have to say. The base jumper is basically like a counterpart to the man treads with Trollger, but this time it could be used with the airstrike. The only, well, it used to be even better, but it's still good. I like using it. The panic attack is, it's pretty ass on Soldier, honestly. Just use a different shotgun if you want to get a shotgun. The stock shovel is good. Just kidding, it's actually really bad. Because melee weapons on Soldier, you're trying to get, a lot of, you're trying to get utility out of it. So, the stock shovel literally has no utility, but, I still like it. Alright, the Equalizer. Well, yeah, I like the stock shovel because it's a shovel. Anyways, the Equalizer is, it again has no utility, but, it's slightly better than a stock shovel because, like, because its upside will help you when you're supposed to be using a melee. Because, like, you're supposed to be using a melee in desperate situations, and, like, having 33 health is a pretty desperate situation. And you could deal a lot of damage. The Pain Train is, you might think it's good because, like, it has utility, but soldiers aren't even supposed to be capping anyways. So it's not that good. And the damage penalty is really bad. Like, it's like, you might not think it hurts you too much, but it's really bad. Alright, the half Satoichi. The half Satoichi is useless on Soldier, but good on Demo Man. Because, like, well, actually, rather good on Demo Knight, only. So, yeah. Anyways, disciplinary action time. It's my second favorite. It has a really good upside. It's kind of like the conch. So, like, if you're using this, you might not have to run the conch, which is really nice. But, the only downside is it does less damage, which is fine, I guess. Because, like, you're not supposed to be doing damage with a soldier melee. So, Market Gardener. My favorite because it's useful even when you're not Trollgering, because you could Trollger while not Trollgering completely, which is really nice. Escape Plan, this is the third best in my opinion, because it's really nice utility, and you could just pull it out when you're in a pinch. I mean, you do get mini crit while you have it, but, like, it's fine, I guess. Alright, so we're gonna go over taunt kills 2. Kamikaze. It's a good taunt kill. It's pretty fast. You could kill a lot of people. And it's a good taunt kill, but the only downside is you kill yourself. The I don't know. It's just a reskin. So anyway, so that's all the soldier weapons. Sorry about the background noise. My dog's being very, very noisy in the background. But anyways, peace.